me on the air, damn it.
No.
That's what
You're
he
out.
said. He said.
Now, we have other things to do. Talk to you later. You can do your whole show while I'm talking to you. Now, listen. Couple notes. Did you release your preview episode, 5 Star Zone?
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
Oh, no. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. That's going to be
so
tomorrow.
all your Big Ten football needs, 5 Star Zone will be tomorrow. Cookies and I just dropped Cash the Ticket College Edition. Pro is in the can. That comes out tomorrow. Spotify, Apple, Odyssey, wherever you get your podcasts, those are all available. And then the NFL show with Boomer Esiason and myself, that'll be tomorrow night. That'll hit live on a zillion stations, but you can get it on your podcast, same places. So tons of content for the football weekend for you guys. And that brings me to Michigan, because I have a question. And look, JJ's your guy. And for, I think, a majority of you, that's what you wanted. So, okay, here we are. So here's my question. When your team names a quarterback that you wanted, that you pined for, that you believe is better than the guy he's replacing, the natural reaction would be to raise your expectations. So it got me to thinking. I view this as a couple weeks into the season, one of the weakest Big Tens of my life, and arguably in the running for the worst Big Ten since expansion. Mm-hmm. It's truly you and Ohio State as the only known quantities. Now, I'm with Rico. I don't know how much beyond good I can go with you based on your schedule, but I know you're good. I know there's not a scenario you're not a 9 or 10 win team at worst. I know this. Ohio State, it's the same thing. But I don't know that they're great. The Notre Dame thing really has me disturbed, so I've downgraded it. Playing Arkansas State, who David just realized Butch Jones was coaching. That doesn't do it for me either. And Ryan Day is still effed up with his play calling and refuses to give the ball to Travion Henderson. I digress. So my question to you is this. Michigan to win the Big Ten is plus 400. I happen to think that's a good bet. A lot of value there. Okay. Like, I actually really think that's interesting because, look, I don't believe in Penn State, and I can't believe in Michigan State until I see more. There's a chance Ohio State's the only ranked team Michigan plays all year. So with that said, you got the quarterback you wanted. He's the uber talented, lightly, very, very little experienced guy. And he's got this runway where they're going to be favored by double figures in almost every game except MSU. I could see them favored by north of 10 against Penn State. If you look at A, I think Penn State could lose this weekend, and B, when's the last time Penn State showed up at the Big House?
I haven't.
Paterno was probably coaching. So I want to know, with the move to JJ, as a Michigan fan, have you raised your expectations? Do you put the Big Ten title now, do you feel that JJ puts you in the running for that? Do you feel like the limiters are off? This is what we wanted. This is what we need to go and beat OSU. Because if you do, I think that plus 400 is outrageously valuable.
Great value.
So I wanted to know from the people. 248-539-9797. I could tell you right now, I wouldn't have a problem betting it. There's value there.
Because you don't really believe in Ohio State, do you?
I think the defense is way better. That offense, even in watching their game against Arkansas State, certainly against Notre Dame, you know who I don't believe in right now? Who's really bothering me? C.J. Stroud.
See, here's the thing. I wonder, is it because especially here in this city, because he's one of the people that say, hey, I want him to be the Lions quarterback. We've built these quarterbacks to be more than what they really are. And we've turned them into almost damn near superheroes.
See, I think Bryce is everything we think he is.
Well, Bryce showed me when the pressure was on.
He rose up.
Man, he made plays, especially that scramble when it looked like he was dead to right for the sack. The corner blitz comes for the Texas corner, and he scrambles, picks up the first down, puts Alabama in position to win the game. But every other quarterback, man, I think we've just, this guy's going to be great. And they end up letting us down. Heck, we saw what the Florida quarterback did from week 1 to week 2. He didn't look that great.
Little different, right?
Yeah.
Little different. So I want to know from the people. JJ's in. Whatever UConn, this game will end, and we're going to really dial in on the Big Ten season. As conference play begins, you're plus 400. I think there's real value there. That if JJ is what some of you believe he is, then you should raise your expectations, right? I'm asking you.
Yeah,
because look at the conference. Rico, hey, I got news for you. If Michigan State beats UW and looks impressive doing it, I have no problem saying MSU's in the running because it'll be a credible win. Mm-hmm. They will have proven some things, and you go, you know what? F it. But for Michigan, I look at this. Who on their schedule is capable of beating them? I think it's MSU and OSU. That's it. Penn State's not capable. Sean Clifford is not coming here and beating them.
Seventh-year quarterback, Mike, maybe you.
He needs a walker. 248-539-9797. David, you've been oddly silent here. This is like your baby. This is your deal. Now, you were Team Cade. They've made the switch. Are your expectations raised, lowered, unchanged? Where are you at?
JJ's a more talented quarterback, so they are raised a little bit to, you know what? Yeah, we can beat Ohio State now with JJ as quarterback. I didn't know that we can do that again second year in with Cade. I didn't. But JJ's more talented of a quarterback. I knew that going in.
No, I'm sorry, David. I wasn't laughing at you.
Okay.
The irony was what the question that we asked, and I thought about it. But you already beat Ohio State with the other guy.
Right. I'm saying again.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
I know.
Ohio State's on a revenge tour right
that just struck me as funny. Like, but you did already just beat him. Okay,
you're not allowed to bring up facts.
Sorry.
In a revenge tour, though, Cade wasn't going to be the difference maker to beat Ohio State the second time. I think with JJ, I think they can do it.
So, JJ, you feel comfortable going into the horseshoe playing the Buckeye?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Here's the other thing. Look at the runway. I never thought 2 weeks ago before the season started, I'd be sitting here and saying, man, the Big Ten might be really bad this year. I mean, look at it. Iowa can't score a touchdown. Wisconsin looks terrible again. Purdue's Purdue. What else? Nebraska's already fired Scott Frost. You go to the East, I mean, what do we really have? I think Michigan State and Penn State are very similar. They look like 8-9 win teams. It's you and Ohio State. It's very 1970s. That's how it feels. Now, that doesn't mean someone can't rise up. It doesn't mean that surprises can happen. And look, maybe Penn State plays their way to a different level or Michigan State. But, Rico, I look at that Michigan winning the Big Ten futures bet and I go, that's really not bad.
It's not bad if you can get that number right now. I look at the schedule and I have very little. Your practices are more challenging than the past two games.
I know, and you know what? I could end up looking stupid for saying plus 400's a value. Maybe because they're playing the worst non-conference schedule in America. Fact.
But if all you got to do is get up for two games,
that's right.
Then yeah.
Remember Nick Saban's famous line? I think he said it when he was at LSU. He goes, "I can't get my team to play their A game every week. You get 2 of those a year." Mm-hmm. And he went in detail talking about it, how you can only get your team to get up and play A-level ball a couple times a year. Well, if Michigan's only got to do it twice against Michigan State and Ohio State, it kind of gives them, I hate saying this, but their talent level on the offensive line, their offense could carry the day even if the defense isn't very good against the slate they have.
Nope, you're correct.
So I kind of wonder if fans, I feel like, look, you got what a majority of you wanted. You should raise your expectations. And in concert with Notre Dame being winless, I can't give OSU a look. Think about this, guys, before you go, Sparty. What would I say about you if in week 1 you beat Notre Dame, only for Notre Dame to lose to Marshall the next week? And you didn't look great doing it, and your offense looked wonky, right? What would I be saying about your win against Notre Dame? I'd be saying the same thing. So the reality is, maybe you are the team. Maybe you have the ability to do this because maybe we overestimated. Maybe I'm guilty overestimating OSU. I don't know. But I'll tell you, this conference sucks. They've got every right to win it.
I don't know, but I don't know, man.
I know.
You're punishing Ohio State because Notre Dame lost.
I'm not punishing them. I'm reeling in the credit I was giving them and just bringing it back to center.
But you're giving Michigan credit for beating nobody.
No. I think bringing Ohio State back down to a level where maybe they're not going to be that unicorn team means it's in play. Look, Rico, you're 1,000% right that I can't make determinations about U of M based on who they've played. I'm saying before they ever took the field, we knew the offensive line would be really good. Their skill position players, really nice. They had to figure the quarterback thing out. I just don't see a scenario where the defense is so bad that they can possibly drop games outside of the two I've highlighted.
And that's just it. I don't know because I guess their defense will be challenged next week. I know. Go ahead.
Please don't do this again.
No, Mike, I didn't say they're going to win the game. David, what did I just say?
I know.
No. Let me just. It's going to be challenged. I mean,
a challenge, yes.
Talia Tungavaloa is coming in averaging almost 400 yards a game. Now, will he get 400? Probably not. I know he'll get it this week, but we'll see what happens. They will finally get challenged by a real quarterback. So then I can kind of judge that defense on what they really are. Just like the week after, I'll be able to judge what the offense is.
Yeah.
Because you only need to score 17 points to beat Iowa, but how hard will it be for you to get those 17 points? Do you get it in the first half or do you get it in the final drive?
I swear to God that when they play Iowa with what we've seen from Iowa, that just feels like a 31-0 meat grinder. They'll just wear them out.
I'm thinking probably more like a
27.
No, I was going to say probably like a 17-6 game.
Dude, Michigan is going to wear them out. You can't play the field position game against U of M. You can't. And Iowa can't move it. Michigan will have short fields. They'll wear them out. Harbaugh licking his chops to call 56 runs in that game.
Well, here's my rationale for that, because at that point, Iowa will have a couple of games to sit there and come up with defenses against JJ. If anything that Iowa can do, Iowa can play defense. Once again, people are going to hear what they want to hear. I'm not saying you're beating Iowa, but Iowa's going to be that team that lays down the blueprint that everybody else is going to steal for the rest of the year on how to stop JJ.